Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, student. Today I am going to solve the paper 2 of May-June 2023 variant 21. Now let's start the paper. Question number 1. A cuboid has dimension x centimeter, 5 minus x centimeter and 15 centimeter. Partition show that the equation for the volume of cuboid y cubic centimeter is y 75 minus 15 x squared. Now you see here we have to prove the volume of cuboid is equal to this expression. Now volume of cuboid, the formula of volume of cuboid is length multiplied by width into height. Now you see here the length is 15, width is 5 minus x and height is x. Now we simplify it. 15 times 5 is 75 minus 15 times x is minus 15x into x. We multiply it by x, we get 75x minus 15x squared, and we have to prove this. Now the part B, complete the values for 75x minus 15x squared. Here are x, values of x are given, the values of y also given, but the value of y against x 2.5 is not given. Firstly we have to complete this. Now to find the value of y, we put the value of x in this equation, y equal to 75x minus 15x squared. Now you see here x is 2.5. 75 into 2.5 minus 15 into 2.5 whole square. And now we calculate this. You see here 75 multiplied 2.5, that's equal to a 187.5 minus 15 multiplied 2.5 and that will be equal to 93.75, and we write here 93.75, and this is the value. Next part C, draw the graph of y equal to 75 minus 15x squared for x is greater than 1 and less than 4. Now we draw the graph here. You see here first value 1, x is 1, y is 60. We mark this point here, and this is the point. Next is x is 1.5 and 78.5. You see here each small square represent 2 unit, 72, 74, 76, 78, and this is 78.75. Now we mark is here this point. Next is the value, x is 2, y is 90. We mark here x is 2, y is 90. Fourth value is x is 2.5, y is 93.75, and this is 2.5, and next is 93.75. Now you see here this is the 92 and this is 94, and 93.75 is close to 94. Now we mark this point here. This is close to 94. Next is 3, the value is 90. Now you see here this is 3 and the y is 90. We mark here. And next value you see here is 3.5 is 78.75. 3.5 and 78.5. This is 78.5. Same. You see here, we already mark 1.5, the value is 78.5. You see here, this value is also 78.5. And next is the value 4, x is 4, y is 60. We mark x is 4, y is 60. And we join all these points, we get the graph. Now we join these points, and by joining these points we get. Now I'm joining these points You see here, firstly we join the first and second and third point, and this is the curve of this equation y equal to 75 minus 15x squared. Part D, the diagram shows a pyramid with the square base of side 9 centimeter. The pyramid has height x centimeter and volume y cubic centimeter. Show that the equation for the volume of pyramid is y equal to 27x. You see here the volume of pyramid is 1/3 into base area. You see here the base of this pyramid is square, therefore the base will be equal to length multiplied by length, 9 multiplied by 9, and the height is x. Now we simplify it, that's equal to 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27x, therefore y equal to 27x, and this is the answer. Part second, by drawing suitable straight line on grid on page 2, find the height of the pyramid when the volume and the cuboid have the same volume. To get the height of the pyramid when the volume is same, we draw the line y equal to 27x on the graph. Now you see here, this is the graph and the line y equal to 27x we have to draw. Now we take some values. When x equal to 0, this value of y will be 0, and same here is when x equal to 2, then y will be equal to 27 multiplied by 2, that's equal to 54. Now we mark the point here. Next is when x equal to 3, the y will be equal to 27 times 3 is 81. Now we mark the point here. 2x is 2, y is 54. Now we mark the point here is 54. Next is when x equal to 3, y equal to 27 times 3 is 81. This is 81. Now 3 equal 81. This position will be 81. Now we draw the line by joining these 2 points. Now you see here, this is the line, and this line intersects the curve at this position. Now at this position, the value of x, you see here, the value of x will be, and this is the value of x. Now you see here, each small square will be equal to 0.05. The 10 small square equal to 0.5. 0.5 divided by 10, you get 0.05. 3.005, and this is 3.1, and this value will be equal to 3.15. And this is the value of x. This is the height where at the volume of cuboid and volume of pyramid will be equal. And this is the answer. Question number 2, part A. Flomina starts work at 10:45 a.m. on Monday. She finished work 2 hours 50 minutes later. Find the time she finished the work on Monday. The starting time, firstly we write starting time 10:45, and the working time 2 hours. Working time 2 hours 50 minutes. Then the finishing time will be equal to, we add these values, 40 plus 45 plus 50 is 95, and that is 12. Now we convert the minute into hour. 95 minutes equal to 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now we add 12 plus 1 hour, that's equal to the time equal to 13:35, and this is the answer. The part B, Xavier works for 5 days each week. He works for 4.5 hours on each of the 5 days. Part first, each week he earns $261. Calculate hourly rate. Now to calculate hourly rate, we get by total earning divided by total time. Now we find the total time. Total earning here is 261. Total time of 1 week, that's equal to 1/2 hour multiplied by 5 days. because he's working 5 days in a week, and in each day he works 4.5 hours. We multiply 1 over 2 into 5, we get 4.5 multiplied by 5, the answer equal to 22.5 hours. Now we divide this 261, 22.5. Now we get $11.6 per hour. This is the hourly rate. Part second, on one day, the length of time Xavier work decreases by 20%. Calculate the length of time he works that day. Give your answer in hour and minutes. Now, you see here the previous work was 4.5 hours in a day, and this value become 20% decrease. We write 20 over 100 multiply by 4.5. Now we get 4.5 hour minus, that's equal to 0.9. 2 over 10 multiply 4.5 equal to 0.9, and this value will be equal to 3.6 hours. Now that's equal to 3 hours plus 0.6 hour. We convert hour into minutes. We multiply by 60. That's equal to 336 minutes. And therefore, 3 hour and 36 minutes. This is the answer. The next part of this question. Part C in 2021. Michael's income was 32,000. In 2022, his income increased by 33,408. Calculate the percentage increase in the income from 21 to 22. Now the percentage increase in income equal to is value, increased value divided by original value multiplied by 100. You see here the increased value here is 33,408 minus 32,000 equal to 1,408. We write 1,408 divided by 32,000 multiplied by 100. We get 1408 divided by 320. 41408 divided by 320, we get 4.4%, and this is the answer. Now the part D, Mike will invest X dollar in an account paying simple interest at a rate of 1.2% per year. At the end of 3 years, he has 80.96 in the account. Now firstly, we find the interest, simple interest. Simple interest equal to the principal amount or investment amount multiply the rate into time over 100. Now here is the principal amount is X, rate is 1.2, and time is 3 over 100. Now we get 3.6 over X over 100. That value will be equal to 0.036x. Now the amount to be paid will be equal to principal amount plus interest. The principal amount is here is the investment amount. You can say investment plus interest. Investment is X, interest is 0.036x, and that's equal to 1.036x equal to amount to be paid is 890.96. Now therefore X will be equal to 890.96 divided by 1.036. Now we calculate it. You see here 890.96 divided by 1.036. Question number 3, part A. PQ is parallel to RS. You see here, this is PQ and this is RS. These are parallel to each other. And next is the ABCD is a straight line. This is straight line. BE equal to CE, and these two sides are equal. Calculate ECQ. You see here, this is ABCD is a straight line. Sum of adjacent angle on straight line equal to 180. Therefore, we can write it as 110 plus EBC angle EBC equal to 180. We write the sum of adjacent angle on straight line. You see here EBC will be equal to 180 minus 110. That's equal to 70 degree. Now this angle is 70. Therefore, we have to find the angle ECQ. You see here, this is the triangle. CEB is isosceles, and this side BC is the base side, and the angle on base sides are equal. Therefore, that's equal to 70. We write the angle BCE. We write the BCE angle equal to 70. The reason because angle on base of isosceles triangle always equal. And next you see here the angle BCQ. That angle BCQ is equal to 110 because BCQ is the corresponding angle. You see here, this is 110 angle, and this is the angle. This angle will also be 110, and because the corresponding angle of parallel line. Next you see here we have to find ECQ, and we can write 70 plus ECQ equal to angle BCQ, and this angle ECQ will be equal to BCQ is 110. You see here this is 110, and 70 from left to right side it become negative, and we get 40 degree, and this is the answer. Part B, U, V, W, X and Y are the points on circumference of a circle. Center O, U, Y is the diameter of circle, and XZ is a tangent to the circle at X. VUX equal to 35 degree, and XZY equal to 8 degree, and VWY equal to B degree. Find an expression for B in terms of A. Give your answer in simplest form. You see here we have to find the angle B in terms of A. Now you can see here XZ is the tangent and OX is the radius. Therefore, this angle will be 90 degree because OX and XY are perpendicular to each other. Next, you see here the OX and OU. We've marked the radius of the circle. These are the radius. Therefore, these two sides will be equal. Therefore, UOX will be a isosceles triangle. Now you see here in triangle OXZ, the exterior angle UOX will be equal to sum of other opposite interior angle. That's is angle 90 plus A degree, and therefore we can write it as 90 plus A. Now you see here the triangle UOX is isosceles triangle. In the isosceles triangle, the base angles always equal. We name it OUX, and angle, second angle is OXU plus 90 plus A will be equal to 180, and these two angles will be equal. OUX equal to OXU, and we name it as X degree. Therefore, this is X degree plus X degree equal to 180 minus 90 minus A equal to 90 minus A 2x degree will be equal to 90 minus ax degree will be equal to 90 over 2 over a minus 2, and that's equal to 45 minus a over 2. And we write this angle here, and this is a minus 45 minus a over 2, and this angle is also 45 minus a over 2 because these are the base angle on isosceles triangle. Now you see here UVWY is a cyclic quadrilateral. In the cyclic quadrilateral, opposites angle, diagonally opposites angle are supplementary. Therefore, the angle UV plus angle YWV equal to 180. We write OUV plus YWV equal to 180. And the first angle you see here, VWV is B degree. And this is the B degree angle. We write the B degree. And OUV V is the angle that will be equal to 45 minus A over 2, this angle plus 35. We write here is 35 plus 45 minus A over 2. And this value is equal to 180. We write it, that is 35 plus 45 is equal to 80. Now we write 180 minus 80 and B minus A over 2 equal to 100. Now we write it as B degree will be equal to A over 2 shift from left to right side plus A over 2. Therefore, B will be equal to 100 plus A over 2. And this is the answer. Question number 4, the cumulative frequency diagram shows the amount of fuel bought by 100 customer at a service station one day. Part A, use the diagram to estimate the median. Now to find the median, you see here, this is the cumulative frequency graph. We take the middle value from the y-axis. You see here on the y-axis, there are 100 customers and the middle of the value will be 100 over 2, and that's equal to 50th value. And the 50th value we mark by drawing a horizontal line from 50th customer which intersects the curve. And we see that against this 50th value, the amount of number of liter 50th customer purchase, you see here. Now this is the 29 liter is the answer. Next is the interquartile range. We have to find interquartile range is the difference between upper quartile Q3 minus Q1. Therefore, Q3 is the 3 over 4th of 100th value, that's equal to 75, and 75th customer fuel. Now we see that the 75th customer value, this is 75th. Now we mark this point, and against this point the curve meets at this position, and we draw the vertical line, and this vertical line meets the fuel axis is at position 42, and this is the 42 value is the Q3 is upper quartile, and the lower quartile is the Q1, and this value will be equal to 1 over 4th of 100 value, and that is the 25th customer fuel value. Now this is the position where the fuel is. We draw the vertical line, and this is the position the 25th customer fuel, and this at this position the value is 24th because the each small square is equal to 2 unit. Therefore this is the 24. Therefore Q1 equal to 24 liter. Now we take the difference between 42 minus 24 equal to 18 liter. This is the answer. Part B, that day the price of a 1 liter of fuel at the price station was $1.75. Use the diagram to find the fraction of customer who spend more than $91 on fuel. Firstly, we find the number of liter against $91. You see here from the $1.75, we can purchase 1 liter of petrol. Now, in the $1, the price will be equal to 1 over $1.75 per liter, and in the $91, the price will be equal to 1.75, 1 over 1.75 multiplied by 91 liters. Now that value will be equal to 52 liters. Now we see that the how many customer who purchase more than 91 liter. Now you see here are 52 liter, the number of 52 liter, this is the position of 52 liter, the number of customer who purchase more than 52 liter, the number of the customer who purchase 52 liter is 88th customer, and the 88 to 100 customers purchase more than 52 liter will be equal to 100 minus 88, and these are the 12 customer. Now the fraction of customer, 12 out of 100 customer will be the fraction, and we can write it as 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 2 is 8, and 2 is carried. Now 4 times 5 is 20. 3 over 25 is the fraction of customer who spend more than $91 on fuel. Part C, complete the frequency table for the amount of fuel bought by these 100 customers. Now we have to find the number of customers who bought the number of liters 40 to 50, and next 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. Now we can get these values from the graph. You see here the number of customers who bought the fuel 40 to 50. Firstly, we mark a line. This is the 40 liter line, and this line meet at this position the 72nd customer who bought 40 liter, and next is the 50 liters, and the number of customers who bought 40 liters, that's this value is equal to 82, 84, 86. Now the difference between 86 minus 72, the number of customer who bought more than 40 liter, less than 50 liter, these are customer. 86 minus 72 is equal to 14. Next is 50 to 60. We draw a line, and this line meet at the position. These are the number of customer who bought 60 liter, and these are 94. Number 94th customer bought 60 liter, and the number of customer who bought 50 to 60 liter, that will be equal to 94 minus 86. Then 94 minus 86 equal to 8 customer. And then next is the 60 to 70. Now you see here the 70 liter, the customer who bought 70 liter, a 98th customer is, this is the 98th customer who bought the 70 liter, and the number of customer who bought 60 to 70, that will be equal to 98 minus 94, that's equal to 4 customer. And the last is 70 to 80. Now you see here the 70 to 80, the number of customer who bought 70 to 80 liter, these are 100 minus 98 is the 2 liter. Therefore, this is the 2 liter, and this is the answer. Question number 5, part A, reversal set 1, 2, 3 to 12, and P is equal to X is a multiple of 3, and Q is an odd number, X is a factor of 24. Now we write the multiple of 3 as 3, 6, 9, 12. These are the multiple of 3. Next is the Q's. The elements of Q will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and these are the elements of Q. The last R will be equal to factor of 24. That will be 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 6, 8, 12. These are the factor of 24. Now to complete the Venn diagram, firstly we find P intersection Q intersection R. Now you see here the common between P, Q and R, and this is the common P. You see here this is 3, 3 and 3, and you can see it's only 3 is the common all these P, Q and R. Next is the common between P intersection Q. Now P intersection Q, you see here, the P intersection Q, 3 is common and 9 is common. We write is 3 and 9. Now P intersection R, you see here the element of P is 3 is common and 6 is common and 12 is common. Now we write 3, 6 and 12. And next is Q intersection R. And Q intersection R, you see here Q is 1, 3. 1 and 3 is common. Before writing the element of P, we write P intersection Q intersection R. P intersection Q intersection R, you see here is 3. P intersection Q is 3, 9. This is 3, 9. P intersection R is 3, 6, 12. We write already 3, 6, and 12. Next is Q intersection R is 1 and 3. 1 is already mentioned, 3 is also already mentioned. Now next is the, we have to mention the element of P. Element of P is 3, 6, 9, 12, and all elements are present in this region in P. Next is Q, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And next is R. R element are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12. And the element of universal set we have to write. Already mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is not mentioned here, we write here 11, 12, and these are the element of universal set. This is the completion of Venn diagram. Next is N of R dash. R dash means the element of universal set other than R. You see here outside element of outside R are 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. The total elements are 5. This is the answer. Next is the P intersection P union P union R intersection Q. Now we write P union R. Firstly, we write the element of P union R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12. And next is the Q. Q elements you see here. The element of Q are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And the intersection will be, you see here, 3 is the common, 1 is common, and 9 is common. Therefore, the answer is 1, 3, 9. Now we write here is 1, 3, 9. These are the element P union Q intersection R. Part 4, describe in word the type of number represented by intersection P intersection R intersection Q dash. Now you see here P intersection R we already found the 2, 3, 6, 12, and Q dash are the elements other than Q. You see here the other than Q elements will be equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now the common between P intersection R intersection Q dash will be 6 and 12. And this is the answer we write here is 6, 12. And these elements 6 and 12, these elements are the multiple of 6. We write the multiples of 6. Next part 5th. In this part, a number m is chosen at random from the element R. Find the probability that m is a multiple of 3. Now the probability that m is a multiple of 3. Now the m is multiple of 3. That's equal to number of elements of multiple of 3 over total number of element in R. Now the multiple of 3, you see here 1, 2 and 3. The number of elements are 3. Multiple of 3 and total elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7. Therefore, the probability will be 3 over 7. Part B, the LCM of m and n is 2 power 8 into 3 power 6 into 5 power 2 into 7. Find the value of x and y. You see here the LCM of m and n is this. When we take the LCM of any numbers, we take the common and uncommon prime factors. Now you see here are 2, 3 and 5 and 7 are the common prime factors of m and n. We take the highest power of all these prime factors. Now the highest power of 2 you see here is 8 for LCM, and 3 is 6, and 5 is power 2, and 7 is power 1. When you compare power 2 power 3 into and 2 power 2x, here is the LCM is 2 power 8. It means the highest power is 2 power 8. That will be equal to 2 power 2x because this is 2 power 3. Therefore, this power 2 power 2x will be equal to 2 power 8. And same here for 3 power 4, and this is 3 power x minus 5. Now the highest power here is 3 power 6. It means 3 power 6 will be equal to 3 power x minus y. If we take 3 power 4, this will be the smallest power, and 3 power x minus y will be the highest power, which is mentioned here is 3 power 6. Now we compare it, 8 will be equal to 2x and x will be equal to 8 over 2 is 4. And same here is x minus y equal to 3 power 6. And this is equal to 6. Therefore, the x here is 4 and y is written as it is. Now, then y will be equal to 4 minus 6 and y equal to minus 2. Now the value of x will be 4 and y equal to minus 2. Part second, find the largest square number that is a factor of m. And you see here the 2 power 2 x and 2 power 3, 4. Now you see here 2 power 2x mean 2 power 8, and this is 3 power 4, and the power 8 is 256 multiplied 3 power 4 is 729. That's equal to 2736, and this is the answer. Part third, find the HCF of m and n. You see here the m is 2 power 2x. We write it x is 4. 2 power 2x is 2 power 8 into 3 power 4 into 5 into 7. And this is n, that's equal to 2 power 3. And this value is 3 power 6 into 5 square. Now HCF is the highest common factor. To find the highest common factor, we take the common in the prime factor of m and n. You see here the common between 2 power 8 and 2 power 3 will be 2 power 3. And 3 power 4 and 3 power 6, the common will be 3 power 4. 5 power 1 and 5 power 2, the common prime factor will be 5 power 1. We write the lowest power in between these factors. And you see here the 7, there is no the 7 is not common between m and n, therefore we write this. Now 2 power 8, 2 power 3 is 8, 3 power 4 is 81 into 5, and this value will be equal to 40 into 81, and that's equal to 3240. Question 6, part A, simplify 3u minus 6w minus 5u plus 9w. Now you see here we arrange the like term 3u minus 5u, that's, and minus 6w plus 9w. 3u minus 5u is equal to minus 2u, minus 6w plus 9w, that's equal to 3w, and this is the answer. The part B, Emilio buys M pencil in 40 cent each and 12 pencil at 85 cent each. He pays $20, receive $2.20 change. Form an equation in M, solve to find the number of pencil Emilio buys. Show your work. Now you see here the total amount he paid for the pen and pencil. Now you see here the one pencil cost, that's equal to 40 cent, and we convert into dollars, that's equal to $0.40. Next is M pencil cost 0.40 M dollar, and M one pen cost, that's equal to 85 cent. In dollar, that's equal to 85 over 100, that's $0.85, and 12 pen cost $0.85 multiplied by 12, that's equal to $10.20. Now the total amount he paid for this, the total amount of the bill, that's equal to 0.40 M plus $10.2. This is the amount he has to pay. Now this amount, he pays $20 note, therefore 20 minus the bill amount equal to the change. This is the change. Now we write bill amount and the paid, that's equal to change. Now we simplify this equation, we get 0.40 M minus 10.2, and this equal to 2.20, and this value will be equal to 0.9.8 minus 0.40 M equal to 2.20, and therefore 0.40 M equal to 2.2 minus 9.8, and 9.8 2.20, that's equal to minus 7.6, and we divide it, minus will be cancelled, the M value will be equal to 7.60 divided by 0.40, and that's 760 over 40. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 9 is 36. Now that's value M equal to 19, and these are the 19 pencil we have to purchase, and the 19 is the answer. Now part C, y is directly proportional to cube of x minus 2 when y equal to 12, x equal to 4. Find y when x equal to 5. Now you see here y is directly proportional to cube of x minus 2. We can write y over x minus 2 whole cube equal to k. Firstly, we find the value of k. We put the value of y is 12 and value of x is 4 minus 2 power 3. And this value equal to 12 over 2 power 3 will be equal to 8. And this value equal to 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 2 is 8, k equal to 3 over 2. We put the value here, therefore we write it y over x minus 2 whole cube equal to 3 over 2. Now we can write it as 3 over 2 into x minus 2 power 3, and for x equal to 5, then y equal to 3 over 2 into 5 minus 2 power 3, and 3 over 2 into 3 power 3 is 27. This is equal to 81 over 2. We write it as 41 over 2, and this is the answer. Part D, write a single fraction in the simplest form. Now 3 over x minus 1 minus 4 over 2x plus 1. We take the LCM. The LCM is x minus 1 into 2x plus 1. Now you see here in the first fraction, the denominator was x minus 1. Now it become x minus 1 into 2x plus 1. To make the fraction equivalent, we multiply this fraction by 2x plus 1. Therefore, we multiply 3 into 2x plus 1 because the denominator become x minus 1 into 2x plus 1. Therefore, we multiply 3 by 2x plus 1. Same here is we multiply 4 by x minus 1 because here is the denominator become x minus 1 into 2x plus 1. We multiply 4 by x minus 1. Now 4 is multiplied by x minus 1. You get 6x plus 3 minus 4x plus 4 over. Now you multiply x into 2x and then x into 1. We get 2x squared plus x. And same here is minus 1 multiplied by 2x and minus 1 multiplied by 1. That's equal to plus minus minus 1. And this equal to 6x minus 4x is 2x. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 2x squared plus x minus 2x is minus x minus 1. And this is the answer. Question number 7, part A. ABC is a triangle with AC is 8.3 centimeter, BAC 105 degree. Constructs triangle ABC. Line AB has drawn for you. Now you see here, this is the line AB. We draw an arc of AC is 8.3 centimeter. Now we draw the arc of 8.3 centimeter from A to C. Now you see here, this is 8.3 centimeter, and this we draw the arc by using a compass is 8.3. Now we draw. You see here, this is the 8.3 centimeter. Next, we will take the angle BAC 105 degree. Now you see here, we mark the 105 degree point. You can see this is the point 105, and this point you see here is 105. Now we will draw the line that passes through this point, and this is the line we will draw, and this line intersects the curve at this position. This point is called C. Now we join this point C to B, and this is the triangle, and this angle is 105 degree, and this length is 8.3 centimeters, and this length is 9 centimeter, and this length. Part second, by taking suitable measurement from your triangle, calculate the perimeter of triangle ABC. Now the perimeter of any shape is the around the length of the shape. Now the total length of this shape is AB plus BC plus AC. Now you see here AB is 9 centimeter, BC is 13.7 centimeter, and AC is 8.3 centimeter. Now this value will be equal to 31 centimeter, and this is the answer. Part B, the diagram shows quadrilateral PQRS, SQ equal to 15 centimeter and SPQ equal to 67 degree and PQS equal to 74 degree. We have to find the length PS. Now you see here, this is the triangle PQS, and in this triangle PQS, we have to find the length PS. And you see here, here are two angles and one side given. We can find the other side by using sine rule. Now, PS, our sine 74, will be equal to 15 over sine 67. And PS will be equal to 15 over sine 67 multiply sine 74. Now we simplify it, we get 15.66 centimeter is the answer. Part second, SQ plus 74 plus 67 equal to 180. And that's PSQ will be equal to 180 minus 141. And this angle will be equal to 39 degree. And this angle is 39. Now you see here the total angle is PSR is 96. This angle is 96 degree. The remaining angle will be equal to 96 minus 39. That will be equal to, therefore, 96 minus 39, that's equal to 57 degree. Now, the area of the triangle QSR equal to 1 over 2, the length SR into SQ into sine of angle between them is sine 57 degree. Now we can write it as area of triangle SQSR, that's equal to 1 over 2 into SR is written as it is SR, and SQ is 15 into sine 57 degree. And this will be equal to 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 multiply sine 57 degree. And SR is written as it is. Now we calculate this value, 7.5 multiply sine 57, that's equal to 6.29, 6.29 SR. And this area of triangle QSR is equal to 63. Therefore, SR will be equal to 63 over 6.29. Now 63 divided by 6.29, that's equal to 10. And therefore, SR equal to 10, and we have to prove SR equal to 10 centimeter. Now, to part B, calculate QR. You see here this triangle QSR. In this triangle, QR can be found by using the cosine rule. Now, we draw the triangle QSR here. In this triangle, the length of SQ is given 15 centimeter, SR is 10 centimeter, the angle between them is 57. We can calculate this length QR, therefore we write it as QR square will be equal to SQ square plus SR square minus 2 times of SQ into SR into cos of the angle between them. That's the angle is 57 degree. We write it as 15 square plus 10 square minus 2 times of 15 into 10 into cos 57, and this will be equal to 225 plus 100, 325 minus 300 cos 57 degree. 325 minus 300 multiply 57 cos, that's equal to 161.6. Now we take the square root of 161.6, and this value will be equal to 12.71, and this is the length of QR. Question number 8, part A. Maya leaves the office for factory visit. The distance time graph shows her journey from office to factory. Maya stayed office at a factory for 1.5 hours. She returns to office an average speed of 35 kilometers. Complete the distance time graph to show this information. You see here the distance between office to factory is 42 kilometers. You see here, this is the 42. Now we write here is distance is 42 kilometers away from the factory, is 42 kilometers away from the office. Now she stay at the factory for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. You see here, this is the position at the 11 o'clock. She reached the factory and she stay 1 hour and 30 minutes. Therefore, 11 to 12 is 1 hour, and then 30 minutes, the middle of the value 12 to 30, we mark it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the position 12:30, and she stays here 1 and 30 minutes. Therefore, we draw the line here. And next is she returns to office at average speed of 35 kilometers per hour. Now the speed is 35 kilometers per hour. To draw the graph, we have to find the time during office to factory to office. Now this is the time that will be equal to distance, our speed. Now 42 over 35, 7 times 6 is 42, 7 times 5 is 35. Now we get 1 over 5. Now 1 hour plus 1 over 5 hours, we convert into minutes. We multiply by 60. That will be equal to 12 minutes. Therefore, we write 1 hour and 12 minutes. And we mark the position. And this is the time, 1 hour, 12 minutes. She returned to office from factory from 12:30 to 13:42. Therefore, we mark the position 13:42. You see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 13:30, and 13:30 after this 1 and 2, and this position, this is 13:30, and 1 square is equal to 6 minutes. You see here, 60 minutes equal to 10 small square. Therefore, 1 small square will be equal to 60 over 10. Therefore, 6 minutes. Now you write here is 1 and 2. It shows that 12 minutes. Therefore, 13:42 is the time when she reached the office. Now we draw the distance time graph to return to office. This is the graph, and this is the answer. Next is use your graph, find the Maya arrives back at the office, and this is the time 13:42. We write here is the time when she returned to office. Now next part, we move the next part of this question. The distance time graph for the journey of cyclist. The cyclist travels d meter from home to lake and then returns home. At 8:36, the cyclist is d minus 7,200 meter from the home. The average speed of cyclist between 8 to 8:36 is 4/5 of the average speed of the cyclist between 9:10 to 9:55. Now you see here the speed of the cyclist between 8 to 8:36 will be equal to is distance over time. Now the distance is, here is the distance will be equal to d minus 7,200 divided by time. Time is 8 to 8:36 is 36 minutes. Next interval, you see here, the cyclist speed between 9:10 to 9:55, we write 9:10 to 9:55. This is speed. Distance over time, you see here the distance from 9:10 to 9:55. This is 9:10, the distance is d meter away, and 9:55 he reads at the starting point. Therefore, the distance is d. Now we write the distance over time. This d over time. Time is 9:55 to 9:10 is the 45 minutes. Therefore, we can write it as t minus 7,200 over 36 equal to 4/5 of the average speed of the cyclist between 9:10 to 9:55. This is the speed 9:10 to 9:55. We write d over 45. Now we can write it as d minus 7,200 over 36 multiply 5/4 multiply 45, because we shift 4/5 from right to left side, it becomes 5/4, and 45 shift from right to left, it will multiply. Now we can write it as 9 times 5 is 45, 9 times 4 is 36. Therefore, d will be equal to 25 over 16d minus 7,200 equal to d. Now we write it 25d minus 7,200 multiplied by 25. That's equal to 16d. Now we can write it as 25d minus 16d equal to 7,200 multiplied by 25. We write it as 9d will be equal to 7,200 multiplied by 25. Now d will be equal to 7,200 multiply 25 over 9. Now 9 times 8 is 72. And 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 0 is 0. 25 times 8 is 200. And 0 is written as it is. Therefore, 20,000 meter is the total distance. This is the answer. Question 9. The Bukhari family and the Garcia family are going on holidays. In Bukhari family, there are 2 adults and 3 children. Garcia family, there are 4 adults and 1 child. Complete the matrix M to represent this information. You see here, Bukhari family, there are 2 adults and there are 3 children. And the Garcia family are 4 adults and 1 child. Now we put the value here. This is the matrix M. Next is the cost of flight. For each child is $X and the cost of flight for each child is $Y. Matrix N, X and XY shows this information. P equal to Mn equal to 525 and 575. Now you use the algebraic method, find the value of X and Y, show your working. You see here, the first matrix is M, second, that's equal to P. Now we write M is 2, 3, 4, 1, N is X and Y equal to P. P is, you see here, 525, 575, and that will be equal to, now we multiply the both matrix, row to column. Now you see here, 2 times X is 2, 3 times Y is 3Y, and we add all these values. Next is 4 multiplied by X, 4x plus 1 multiplied by y is 1y, that's equal to 525, equal to 575. Now both the matrix, the first value is 525 and against 2x plus 3y. Next is 4x plus 1y equal to 575. Now we multiply the first equation by 2 to make the coefficient of x both equation same. We multiply this by 2, and when we multiply by 2 we get 4x. 2 times is 2, 4, 2 times 3 is 6y, and 525 multiplied 2 is 1050. And second equation you see here, 4x plus 1y equal to 575. Now we take the difference of both equation. Equation 2 is subtracted from first. Therefore, this first value will be cancelled. We get 6 minus 1 is 5y. And 1050 minus 575 is equal to 475. Now y will be equal to 475 divided by 5. Then 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 5 is 25. Therefore, y will be equal to 95. Now to find x, we put the value in this equation. 4x plus y equal to 575. We put the value is y is 95. Therefore, 4x plus 95 equal to 575. Now 4x will be equal to 575 minus 95. Therefore, that will be equal to 480. And 4x will be equal to 480, x will be equal to 480 divided by 4, and this value will be equal to 120. Therefore, 120 and 95 is the answer. And the matrix P represents the cost of flight of Bukhari family and the cost of flight of Garcia family. This is the total cost of flight Bukhari family, and this is the cost of flight for Garcia family. Now move the next question. Question number 10, bags of sweets are packed into boxes. A box is opened and the number of sweets in each bag is counted. The results are shown in the table. Here are the number of sweets and the frequencies. Explain why the total number of bags in the X box cannot be 87. Here are the total number of bags cannot be 87. Now we take the sum of total bags. 15 plus 26 plus 38 plus P plus 9. That will be equal to 88 plus P. Now you see here in the statement, the total number of bags in the box cannot be 87, because if we take 87 number of bags, therefore P will be negative. The P negative is not possible. For 87 bags, P equal to P will be negative, and negative is not possible. Negative, not value, not possible. Now you see here part second. Here is the part second. The number of bags per number of sweets per bag in this box is 12.8. Find the value of P. Now the mean value is equal to that's total sum of values divided by total number of values. You see here the sum of values will be equal to 11 multiplied 15 plus 12 multiplied by 26 plus 13 multiplied by 38 plus 14 multiplied by P plus 15 multiplied by 9. Our total values will be equal to 15 plus 26 plus 38 plus P plus 9. Now you see here that 14P plus multiplied by 15 plus 12 multiplied by 26, 13 multiplied by 38, 15 multiplied by 9, the sum will be equal to plus 1106, and sum of 15 plus 26 plus 38 plus 9 is 88 plus P. Now the mean value of the number of sweets per bag will be 12.8. We write here is 12.8. Now we multiply 12.8 multiply by 88 plus P. We cross multiply it, equal to 14P plus 1106. 12.8 multiply 88, that's equal to 1126.4 plus 12.8P equal to 14P plus 1106. Now we write it 14P minus 12.8P. That will be equal to 1.2P, and 1126.4 minus 1106, that will be equal to 20.4. Then P will be equal to 20.4 divided by 1.2, and this will be equal to 17. The P is 17 is the answer. Part B, another box is opened and the number of sweets in each bag is counted. The results are shown in the table. A bag of sweet is chosen at random from the box and not replaced. A second bag of sweet is then chosen at random from the same box. The probability that bags contain 15 sweet is 4/5/39. You see here the number of sweets 15. Here are 15 sweets, and against these 15 sweets there are 9 bags. Therefore, the probability of bag 1 and bag 2 will be equal to probability of bag 1 having 15 sweets and multiply probability of bag 2 having 15 sweets. Now the probability of bag 1 having 15 sweets, here are 9 bags out of total bags. You see here 12 plus 28 plus 39 plus R plus 9 will be equal to 88 plus R. We add all these values, 88 plus R. Therefore, 9 bags are having 15 sweets out of 88 plus R bags. Multiply the remaining bags will be 8 because the bag will not be replaced. Therefore, 8 bags out of 87 plus R, because one bag is already chosen. Therefore, the total bag become 87 plus R. Now we multiply it. 9 times 8 is 72. Our 88 plus R into 87 plus R, and that value will be equal to 72 over 88 multiplied by 87, 7,656 plus 88 into R is 88R plus 87 into R is 87R plus R square. Therefore, we can write it as 72 over R square plus 175 R plus 7656, and this probability will be equal to 4/539. We write it as 4/539 will be equal to 72 over R square plus 175R plus 7656. Now we simplify it. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 18 is 72. Therefore, we can write it as R square plus 175R plus 7656 into 18 multiplied by 539. When we multiply 18 multiply 539, that will be equal to 9702, and r square plus 175r plus 7656. Now we can write it as r square plus 175r minus 9702 plus 7656, and that will be equal to 2046, and we write it as r square plus 175r minus 2046 equal to 0, and we have to prove the equation r square plus 175r minus 2046 equal to 0. This is the proof. Now we, part second, solve the equation r square plus 175r minus 2046, find the value of r. Part second, solve the equation r square plus 175r minus 2046 equal to 0. We write it here, 1 r square plus 175r minus 2046 equal to 0. Now by using the midterm breaking method, we take the factor of 2046. You see here 11 times 1 is 11. Now 9 is carried, therefore 11 times 8 is 88, and 6 will be carried, therefore 11 times 6 is 66. 11 multiplied by 186 will be the factor. When we subtract it, we get 175r. Therefore, r square plus 186r minus 11r minus 2046 equal to 0. Now we take the common, r is taken as common. Therefore, r plus 186 minus 11 is taken as a common. We write it 11, r plus 186 equal to 0. Now, therefore, r minus 11 into r plus 186 equal to 0. We write it 11 minus r equal to 0, or r plus 186 equal to 0. Therefore, r will be equal to 11 and r will be equal to minus 186. Now you see here the value of r will not be negative, therefore this is not possible. Therefore the answer will be equal to 11, and this is the answer. Number 11, the diagram shows an open container on horizontal surface. The container is a prism with trapezium ABCD as cross section. AB equal to 28, DC 24, AD 16, BF is 90, 29 centimeter. Angle ADC and DAB are at right angle. Calculate DCB. Now you see here, this is the angle DCB we have to find. Now to find this angle DCB, firstly we draw a perpendicular line from DC to AB, and this is the line DC to AB, and you see here this length will be, this is the perpendicular, and the total angle DCB will be equal to, this angle is 90, and this angle we suppose that is alpha. 90 plus alpha will be the DCB angle. Now you see here, this is the triangle BC. We name it as M. BCM is a triangle. Therefore, in triangle, right angle triangle DMC, in this right angle triangle, this is the hypotenuse, and this is the adjacent side, opposite side. Now you see here, this length, total length is 28. This AM length is 24. The remaining length will be 4. And the hypotenuse CB length, you see here, here is the length of DA, and the CM length will be equal. Therefore, this length will be 16. Now you see here this length, this is opposite side, this is adjacent. Now opposite our adjacent is equal to tan theta. Therefore, tan alpha will be equal to, opposite side is 4 over 16. We write it as alpha equal to tan inverse 1 over 4. Now this 1 divided by 4, and that's tan inverse is equal to 14.03. We write the angle is 14 degree. Now the total angle DCB will be equal to 90 plus 14, and this will be equal to 104 degree, and this is the answer. Part B, Khalil pours water into empty container at a rate of 4,000 cubic centimeter per minute for 2 minutes. He says that the container is no more than 2/3 full. Is he correct? Show your working. Now, firstly, we find the volume of container. The volume of container is the shape of prism. Therefore, the volume of prism will be equal to base area into height. Here is the base area, is the cross-sectional area, is the trapezium shape. Therefore, the area of trapezium will be equal to 1 over 2 sum of parallel sides. You see here the parallel sides is DC is 24, AB is 28, 24 plus 28 into the distance between them. Now the distance is between DC to AB is 16 centimeter, 16 unit. Now we write the 16 centimeter here, and the height is the height of prism. You see here, this is the height of prism, and AFB, you can say BF is 29. We write here is the 29 is the height of the prism. Now we simplify it. 2 times 8 is 16. We write it as 8 multiply 24 plus 28. That's equal to 52. Multiply by 29. And this total, this cubic, and this is the volume of prism. 8 multiply 52 multiply 29 cubic centimeter. He says that the container is no more than 2/3 full. Therefore, 2/3 of the volume, 2/3 of volume will be equal to 2 over 3 multiply 8 multiply 52 multiply 29. Now 2 multiply 8 multiply 52 multiply 29 divided by 3. This value is equal to 8042.6 cubic centimeter. Khalil poured water in empty tank at a rate of 4,000 cubic centimeter for 2 minutes. Now we see that in 1 minute, the 400 cubic centimeter container fill. In 2 minutes, that will be equal to 2 multiplied by 4,000 cubic centimeter. And this value will be equal to 8,000 cubic centimeter. And he says that the container is no more than 2/3 full. You see here, the container full only 8,000 cubic centimeter, but the 2/3 is of the container is 8,042. This is the volume of container, which is shape is a prism shape, and but it fill only 8,000. Therefore, we say that he is not correct. Now we write it no, because container is full, not more than, container is full, not more than 2/3. And this is the answer. Part C, calculate the angle DFH. You see here, this is the angle DFH, and this angle we have to find. We name it as theta. Now we write it as DFH angle is equal to theta. Now for you see here the length of DH is 29 because the height of the container is 29. Therefore, DH will also be 29. If we find the length HF, we can find the angle DFH. You see here the HF length we can find. You see here EH length is equal to DA. DA is 16. And EF length is 28, and because EF and AB are same length. Now this is the right angle triangle. Therefore, HF length will be equal to 16 square plus 28 square, taking the square root of all the value. Now this value will be equal to 16 square plus 28 square, and this value equal to 1040, and we take the square root, and this value equal to 32.25, and HF is 32.25. This is the right angle triangle, and DF, this is the right angle triangle. This is H length, this is PD, and this is F, and this length is 32.25, and this length is 29, and we have to find this angle theta. You see here, this is the right angle triangle. Now the tan theta will be equal to 29 over 32.25. Now therefore the theta will be equal to tan inverse 29 over 32.25, and this answer, this will be equal to 41.9 and 41.96, and this can be equal to 42 degree, and this is the angle DFH, and this is the answer.